this is a time situation, time oriented situation, right? Um, so look, check this out. Yesterday, I was supposed to go to work. I did not go to work. I had to call in because my truck didn't want to stay started, right? So me trying to be responsible, I called to get a ride. I called a person to try to get a ride. When they got here, they knew their car was messed up too. They didn't want to admit to that. So not even I don't even know the fraction or percentage of drive we was at. We weren't even 15 minutes away from my house, right? They're asking me a whole bunch of questions about home. They asked me about my vehicle. They asked me why it ain't gonna start. I'm like, I don't know. I put a starter on, put an alternator on, I put a new battery in it. At this point, it gotta be something with the fuel, right? So then, like, I'm gently trying to warm into that fact that this vehicle then basically turned into a project just for me to try to get to A to B, right? Now, my Jeep still runs, just needs a thermostat put on. I ordered a camera to put it on. I could have been taking time out to get that situation. That's what I'm about to go do right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm about to do that after I get done streaming. I, in the back of my head, said, now that this person that picked me up, we driving, they asking me questions. I'm not saying nothing because I don't want to upset myself more than what I am already about the fact that I got to depend on somebody else for transportation because either my vehicle ain't legal to drive down the street or it's not safe for me to be around other drivers on the street, right? That's the mind frame of somebody that's thinking about other people instead of they self. Because me just thinking, that'd have been, I'm just gonna drive this anyways. I don't care if it got brakes on it or what. I'm about to ride and get to a dollar, right? But I'm thinking like, nah, because that's wrong. So I went and got the truck fixed, won't start. I'm telling this person the same thing. We riding down the street. Um, I like I said, I wasn't saying that much because at the end of the day, this person is just trying to ask questions just to raise my stress level. Like I said, my stress level was already high because, like I said, my vehicle went down after I just got it fixed. My other one, I gotta fix that right now after this stream. I'm about to go fix that. So like I said, we riding. I ain't answering questions no more because it's agitating me because the person asking me what's wrong with the vehicle. I done put every part on it that I could in the past couple of days to make it start like a brand new vehicle. Okay. So now the mental portion of it is starting to kill me. It's whining in my head, just whining and whining. And I'm like, just don't say nothing. You can keep your peace by just not saying anything to the person. Then they start asking questions about my wife. I ain't about to go to the story about that. Everybody to know backstory is there. I don't want to talk about her. It's already hurting mentally to be around her. So it's it's to the point now all of this is balling up together. I I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say about her. That's it. I just ain't got nothing else to say about her. So then after I said that, I could tell the driver was like squirming around in their seat. And I'm looking at them like, is it making them mad that I'm not talking about her to her? Like, is it making her mad? So now driver's like hunched up to the wheel, looking crazy, and they're going slower and slower. So I'm thinking because I'm texting whoever I'm texting, like, man, I'm going through some stuff already. They asking questions, my stress level high. Man, I don't know what I'm about to do. Now, as I'm texting that, I'm noticing this person driving slow, slow. I'm like, what's going on? Um, my car is driving slower. I think something wrong. I'm thinking in my head, like, you knew that before you got to me. You could have told me you couldn't give me a ride for I could have You know what I mean? I could have called up there and asked somebody from up there to come get me. I would have gave them some gas money to come get me. You know what I mean? So now they driving only like 10 miles down the road in a 55. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, I think we about to break down. I'm like, okay, we'll pull into a parking lot or something. There's like a place sells ice. There's a towing place. There's a Dollar General. They're trying to drive down the road going 10, and then they go to the side of the road and had their head like this, like they're going to do a U-turn in front of people. King, what's up? And they like act like they was about to do a U-turn, and I'm like, why don't you just pull in somebody's driveway or into a parking lot instead of doing something dangerous, knowing you just said your car only going so fast? They like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'm thinking in my head, like, you older than me. You should be already thinking about this. You putting somebody in danger. Like, I just got done saying the reason why I'm not driving mine is because I don't want to put nobody else in danger. So now they done did the little turn. They did their little Yui. They going back the other way. Let me mind you, we 15 minutes away from my house. This person can only go like 10, 15 miles an hour. So I'm like, can you make it? How slow are you going? Oh, I don't know. It's saying 45, but I'm only going like 10 miles per hour. I'm like, that sounds electrical. Like, how is that saying that you going 45? It should be telling you what speed you're going. So then we get like 2 minutes down the road, right? Now cars is coming behind us, driving fast, going the speed limit. You hear what I'm telling you? Now she done put her hazard lights on. Now we ride with the hazards on. I'm like, okay, like, are we okay? Is everything good? Now we get into a towing spot. We use at Rose Autos Parts. It's a towing spot too. So we get there. She like, oh, I gotta call a record. I'm like, there's a towing spot right here. Pull over and say, hey, my jigger, I need a tow. She pulls into the parking lot and starts calling her insurance, right? Trying to get them to send a tow out there. I'm like, damn, you did okay. I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, go ahead, just call them then, right? Now they asking, oh, what road we on? I'm saying like this is Sheridan or something. No, this ain't Sheridan, it's East or something. Okay. I'm like, all right, well, let me look it up for you. We right at the towing spot. You hear what I'm saying? We're at the towing spot. Now I'm like, well, use the address right here. We're at the towing place. No, I gotta know where we're at. I'm like, the address is right here. Just give them the address of this towing place, and they'll be like, oh, you at a towing place. No, I gotta call my insurance company and get them to give me tolls. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now at this point, I'm autopilot because I'm thinking, this ain't even my car. I gotta stand off to the side. I'm a civilian at this point. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I was literally in my head talking about walking home because I'm sitting up there like, this person knew they couldn't drive me to work, no ways. So they just put me in a situation where I'm in a car with somebody and they car messed up. And I'm telling y'all, as a mechanic, it bothers me to get in somebody else's car and they car raggedy, and they knew their car was raggedy before they came and got me. And I'm in there riding, analyzing as we go, like what's wrong with it and how they driving and stomping on their brakes at lights and stuff and all this other stuff. And I'm like, this is why the car messed up, because you saucing down the street, jam your brakes. When you touch your brakes in a car that turns off and back on at stops and stuff like that, that messes with your car. So the people that got those cars that when they get to a light and it cuts off and it cuts back on as you accelerate to go through the light, you need to turn that feature off your car because you're doing wear and tear to your engine. Your engine is struggling because your car is doing that. I don't care if that's a new feature for cars. It's making your car struggle. It's wearing on your starter. It's confusing the computer the whole time. Like they're just going 50 and jammed on a brake, not cut off. That's the input of the computer. This person don't know how to use his brakes. I'm supposed to cut off. All right, jam brake off. Oh, they still rolling because they don't know how to use their brakes right. I got cut back on now. your air system, the whole system, like I was talking about yesterday, that burns your gas, antifreeze, fumes, whatever, air mixed in, pushes through the engine, all of that's jacked up now. So now we get the tow, right? Tow, the record get there. Black dude, look like a smart hood dude, right? Bald head, glasses on. His glasses gold, y'all. I ain't never seen this dude had gold. I don't know if they's Cartiers or what, but they was gold, y'all. I'm thinking in my head like today was time to be a nerd because that man was stylish as hell with them glasses on. So when he get there, she done put her little mask on. And I'm like, why does she keep putting her mask on? And we outside, and then she got to talk to this person. So her words muffled. Dude, like, what you say? I'm like, bro, look, her car ain't able to get up speed. It's hesitant. It just ain't going fast. It's going 10 miles per hour. She need a tow. That way she don't damage her engine or the vehicle, period, trying to drive around. And she looked at me. He looked at me. He was like, all right. He was like, what year is this? What kind of car is this? She looking at me. I'm looking at her. Like, this ain't my car. I don't know. So tell him. So I literally had to walk off because it made me look like I was in a car with a woman that I was dating or something. And it was not. It was my mother. My mother is a Karen. I'm sorry. She's a Karen. And I now, at the age I'm at, I realize why our relationship was fucked up because there was never a word for a motherfucker being a Karen. Like, she is a Karen. Like, she's been, for the past 3 days, I've been putting up with her acting like a Karen. Like, every place I went with her, like, I paid for some, she all up in their face talking about, y'all got policy to bring it back and all this other shit. I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm not bringing nothing back. Just do this, that, and the third. Or she asking questions, then I'm talking about to the people, like, just jokingly, like, man, I think I lost my job. I had to look for another job. So she all jumping into people's face while I'm talking to them, like, oh, he need a job. I think he need a job. You can get him a job here. Put him in a good word. I'm sitting up here like, oh, this is embarrassing. I'm going to tell y'all as an older person, right? Never have your friends, your kids, or your parents with you while you apply for a job, or even you're just talking and they figure, let me go ahead and throw myself in there and do all this extra stuff with it. It's embarrassing. So not only am I sitting here just feeling some type of way, now the clerk warned me because we went in there previous day. She went in there acting like a Karen. The person sat there and made a mistake and put my address for a commercial order for some stuff. They're talking about, oh, it's going to be shipped to you, your P.O. box and all this other stuff. If you get it, let us know. Now she didn't jump in there again like, oh, what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? I'm sort of like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. He talking about something's getting mailed to me. It was a mistake. Be honest. What you gotta be honest about? What they doing? They ain't gonna give your stuff. I'm like, that ain't my stuff. They talking about if something is delivered to me, return it. Be a human being. She still acting like she gotta ask questions about like, why y'all getting it sent there? What is it for? Who is it? Whose is it? What is it gonna do? And I'm like telling dude, like, bro, I'm sorry. I got you. I'll figure it out and I'll try to return to you. I just, you know what I mean? It'll be okay. Now I'm sorry, that was the day before, but he tells me after the fact, like, you know, this stuff's about to be shipped to you, whatever, whoop, whoop. And like, now, as we getting told back though, right? That was just some side shit, right? She was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know, right? So I'm like, all right, I got a scan tool. When we get to the house, I'll hook the scan tool up to it and we can figure out what's wrong with it. Now we getting ready to get towed and drive away. The tow truck has a seatbelt in it that is like by the door, right? Where you stretch across your body and you got the middle ones. The middle ones weren't accessible. So I tell her, hey, switch me sides for you can get in a seatbelt. She's like, no, I want to find my seatbelt. I'm like, listen, get in the seat that has a seatbelt. She's in there wanted carrying it up again. She telling dude, this ain't got no seatbelts right here. I need a seatbelt. He told her like, hey, he just offered his seat to you for a seatbelt. Please go ahead and do that. And then I'm like, hey, let's just go because he has stuff to do. He's still at work. We are not the only people he has to wait on and do service for. Nah, we riding down the street. Now she's sitting here talking to him, asking about, oh, where the place at, and is they hiring, doing the same stuff again. This is 3 days, 4 days span of stuff. Now I'm just in there now. I feel like I'm just messed up altogether. We finally get to the house. I jumped out, whatever, jumped out. I'm in my mindset of like, I lost my job because I done asked somebody else for a fucking ride. They couldn't get me out here. Now I'm fucked up. I didn't quit drinking. Now I feel like I should have started drinking back again yesterday because I was so stressed out. I get out the car. Oh, scan it. See what's wrong with it. Okay. P1101. It's saying something about the air intake or the, the map sensor type shit. So now she's like, yeah, that's what the code said that I looked up. I'm like, okay, why didn't you get it fixed if you already looked this up then? You know what I mean? That was my main thing. If you already knew this was a thing, why didn't you get it fixed before you came and got me, knowing you had to drive an hour away? And I basically warned you, like, if I can't make it there, I need to tell them something or figure something out or figure another way out here because I'm gonna lose my job. Now, let me tell you this. At the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me that I lost my job or I'm about to lose my job. It's more or less, if I'm about to lose my job, let me stay at home and work on my other vehicle to get it fixed so I can drive it, or let me look for another job. Don't have me riding around and shit because you think that's what I want to do. I'm almost 40. I don't want to drive around. You know what I mean? Like, now that I'm a mechanic, I don't want to drive no car around nowhere because it costs money to drive. Costs money for gas, costs money for repairs, it costs money for your car to get cleaned if something gets spilled in it, all this stuff. So now I'm like, all right, now I'm messed up. I don't know what to do now. I'm like, I might just go in here and figure something out, right? Oh, well, if it's the sensor, I'm about to call for a sensor. Okay. I just said I'm about to lose my job. I've been working on cars for the past 2-3 days trying to get my car back running. When it was running, it shitted again, and then now I'm stuck back figuring stuff out again. You want me to try to fix on your car, knowing I just got a ride from you and you knew something was wrong with your car, and now I'm about to lose my job over it, right? I'm mentally boiling. I'm like, all right, go get the part. We can put the part on right now, right? Do you know that she literally drives the same car to the parts store, but you couldn't drive me to work? So now I'm in this bitch shaking and boiling and I don't know what to do type stuff. We get to the place. That's when they told us about the whole, this getting shipped here and it's going to be mailed and all this other stuff, right? And I already knew what it was. I'm like, this is from her being a Karen, saying whatever to these people and doing whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll be looking out for it. Now she asking questions like she about to jack them or something, like that's ours type shit. Where is it gonna go? What time is getting there and like type stuff. And I'm like asking her like, bro, let me know when it'll be there, that way I can return it to you. Now she all asked about the part. She trying to put the part under my account, asking, do I got points on my account? I'm telling her like, why? Like, what is you doing? Like, why are you asking them about the account that I have with them? About this is the reason why the people are shipping stuff to the wrong places, because you going asking them about my address and they doing stuff in the middle of their stuff and you trying to get their attention doing this, that, and the third. I'm just like, all right, bro, I'll take care of it. How much is this part? This is what I'm telling y'all. When we got in there, I'll be honest with y'all. Knowing I just got paid today, or knowing that I get my taxes back, or I already got my taxes back, I'm not going to play like I got a whole bunch of money. I'm not going to. Because in reality, when I get my tax money back every year, I either pay my bills off, try to get another car, or whatever. I'm not about to be playing with nobody's mishaps or none of that stuff, right? She playing like, oh, he gotta have money on him. He do YouTube and this, that, and the third. I'm looking at her like, nigga, I got $10. You need what's going on? Oh, I can't. It's some cleaner stuff I need for the sensor. I'm trying to clean it, but still bought a sensor and then bought the cleaner. It didn't make sense to buy the cleaner and the sensor. You either buy the cleaner to clean the old sensor, or you know what I'm talking about? You like in reality, it's like, why is we doing this type thing, right? At this point. So she get this, they rang up the sensor, they got some cleaner for the sensor. I'm like, why is you getting both? Oh, well, I'm gonna try to clean it first and then return the part if I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If y'all going shopping and y'all know y'all just about to return some stuff, don't use no card, use cash. If you about to keep the stuff, use a card. If you feel like your identity or whatever, your card is gonna be compromised, go get cash. Period. If you don't want to wait for your cash to be put back on your card, use cash. Oh, I ain't got that. I ain't got the $100-some. I'm thinking in my head like, I ain't got no $100 for you put a small ass part on your car anyways. I'm already stuck having to pay you back for shit for whatever between me and you. I'm not about to be trying to show you I got money, or if you think I got my tax money, you think I'm about to hurry up and, you know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, to the person that don't understand it, listen to me again. Just because you think I do YouTube, or you think I got paid today, or I got my taxes back, that does not mean we about to go spend my money together. I don't care if we're together. We're not about to spend my money together. That's to the person here. That's to the next person. That's to my child or anybody else. Just because you think I got money, we are not about to spend my money together. Let's say that together. Just because you think I got money, that don't mean we gonna spend my money together. You hear what I'm saying? Church. So then it got to a point. Now we riding back to the house. Now I'm still burning up the situation because I'm thinking in my head, like, you offered me a ride to work, couldn't get me to work. You knew something was wrong with your car already. Now it's already past time I can get to work. I know I done got fired. You got me fixing on your car, putting a part on your car now for you to be riding around. I'm like, damn, this shit is hurting me mentally now. Like, cause I just got fucked over and then I'm fixing on somebody else shit for them to ride good. So we get to the house, scanned the car again, same little stuff. Okay, now I'm taking the part out. She's looking up videos from somebody else's YouTube. Now, didn't I just mention to y'all a while ago the reason why me and my wife had issues? Because I decided to take time out of my life to do YouTube and be a content creator, try to make money for the household. We fell out over that shit. She literally decided I wasn't spending enough time with her or doing enough for her because I was trying to do shit for us. Okay. Didn't get the subs when she wanted me to. So we fell out. I moved out. We went through a whole bunch of shit, separated for a while. Cause mentally I wasn't happy with the fact that a motherfucker literally could turn their back on me because I'm doing shit for us. And they just looking at it like I'm trying to socialize or some shit. So same thing, right? Now you basically just took me out of my element because you figure, oh well, you got money, you got stuff coming in. Can you fix this? I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, like you basically just took me out of my element. You fucked me off. You took me to the store. You think I'm supposed to spend whatever you thought I had on me for your stuff. Couldn't even get a ride to work though. All right, let's get this fixed. Cleaned it, right? Whatever I did, it made a fan cut on. Like whatever was not being burnt in the engine or being circulated through the engine, now that's running now because I cleaned it. It's a fan. It's like, oh, I don't like that noise. I don't like that noise. Just put the new part on. Now I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like you watch somebody else's video to show me how to take something apart that already said that you had to take apart a certain way. And then after that, you sat here The whole time talking, I already had a flashlight on my head. I went live yesterday. The flashlight was shown in the live. I got a flashlight pointing down at the place. She has a flashlight. I'm like, get that light out of here. It's not even the same color light. It's bothering my eyes, basically. Let me get this part in without you being on my shoulder, right? So she thought she was slick. Started recording me as I was doing it, like I was gonna mess her car up. Like she had proof that I messed it up to try to take me to court. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm a business owner and I'm a mechanic. So that's what my mental stability was like. She trying to put something on me now. And I told her after the fact, like, hey, send me that video. That way I can post that to my channel because I did fix your shit. And this is basically adding to my qualifications as a mechanic. This is adding to my portfolio. Oh, I'm gonna do it in a minute. So now parts on. Now she like, ooh, it sound different. Da, 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 da. What's wrong with it? I'm like, man, let's go test drive it. Let's go drive around. So now we in the car. She talking about, ooh, it drive way better. It drive smooth. It drive better than what it did before I got this car. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, okay, we're in a neighborhood. You know, in a neighborhood, you can only go like 25 to 30 some miles per hour. I'm like, that's what speed it was going when you said it was messing up. Go somewhere where you can go like 50 to see if you can get up to 50 or 60 or something, right? She's like, I don't know about that. I'm like, that's the only way you're gonna know if it's working. So she was like, okay. Gets in the car, drives all the way across town, got on the expressway, still driving like something wrong, but she's getting up to speed, normal speed. We coasting, ride. I'm like, cool, that's what's up. Now we sitting here riding. I'm like, cool, it's fixed. I'm thinking she'd be normal, just drive down a regular street, come down the street, and we gonna be riding. Man, do you know this lady turned around, went to go get back on the expressway? Do y'all know the car went back doing the same shit? So we going down the expressway, only going like 10, 20 miles per hour. I'm like, damn, is you about to pull over what for we get told? She's like, no, I'm about to try to make it there. Now I'm burning up on the inside. Like, okay, so what you mean to tell me is you got more stuff wrong with this car that you got from the lot, when in fact, and it bothers me because a lot of people are like, oh, I got a warranty on my car. I get my car fixed anytime, or I can take it back to whoever and they can fix it anytime. I'm like, basically, like, why didn't, like, you know what I mean? These warranties and shit, if y'all ain't gonna use the warranties, like, why is y'all doing this? Or, like, I need to sit down now because now I just kicked in again about this job. But look, today, right? Or not even after the fact. Nah, this shit ain't work. Okay, you about to go get it looked at? All right, cool. Now I'm sitting here like now I done lost my job. I'm texting people like, hey, my bad, apologize, y'all, whatever, woo, woo, whatever. Now I'm sitting here, I'm slowly trying to get my stress level to go down. I'm sitting here just chilling. I'm talking about I was about to go get a drink. Then I didn't go get the drink. So I'm like still good on not drinking. I'm like, all right, I ain't drinking no more. I got through the stress without a drink. But now it's like I'm telling her, send me the video again. That way I can post it. She sends it through Google or something to where it's some file somewhere that I didn't want it to. I'm like, all right, she didn't send it right. Quality was bad. Okay. Now I'm sitting here telling the story to the person over here about it. This person was like, oh, it's fucked up. Now, y'all know it get to like 12. She's like, oh, well, get it towed somewhere and we can get it fixed or whatever, whatever. I'm like, I'm about to sit here and cry about the job that I just lost. You know what I mean? Along with other stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm about to be in here crying. I done got on Fortnite trying to kill the whole thing. I done sat there, got murdered, got slaughtered for damn near 2-3 hours straight. Now, the whole time that was going on, my mind ain't working. I'm walking around with like a sentry gun. Every game we lost, I was walking around with a sentry gun, could have threw it. After 3 hours later of getting slaughtered, I done threw one out, managed to knock somebody down. It took health off the other person. The person I'm playing with shooting the person, it knocked me down. Now they got to turn around, run, and hope they get through the storm and do whatever. Now, the last opponent blows up. We win the game. I'm like, cool. I got to get off here because that raised my stress level too. I'm thinking in my head, like, I got to call somebody or something tomorrow or something. I got to figure something out tomorrow. Man, do you know I applied to another job last night? I called the place this morning. They like, let me call you back. Stress level went up even higher because now I'm figuring like I got to find a different job by a certain time. Do you know, freshly this morning, my mother calls me and was like, I am up here at this place where I was saying, take your car to. Do you know she had nerve and told me, oh, they don't do that type of work on your car. They say it could be electrical. I'm like, all right. So basically what you tell me early in the morning, I'm fucked anyways. Then I was like, all right, well, let me get off the phone because I got to figure out how I'm going to get a ride or call this place and see if I still got my job or not. Or I got to figure something out, job search or something. Or let me go back to sleep, period, type stuff, right? She talking about, oh, I'm about to go to this other place. I'm about to come over there for you to take the part off and put the old part back on. If I can go to the other place. I'm like, so why didn't you just have them to do that? Oh, well, I'm gonna take that part off and take it back to the store and I'm about to just go have my car fixed somewhere. I'm like, why didn't you do that in the first place? Then y'all remember I told y'all I had to buy some carb cleaner or whatever, right? So I bought the carb cleaner. She takes the carb cleaner back that I paid with my card. I'm like, so what'd you take the spray back for? Oh, I'm taking it back. I'm like, how's you gonna take something back that you did not pay for? I used the card to pay for that. Oh, well, I'm just taking it back. You want the money for it? I'm thinking in my head, like, if you got the money to give to me right now, why didn't you just pay that night or last night with your money? Why did my money have to get it mixed with your shit or whatever the fuck the case was? Oh, I can give you $10 back right now. I was like, no, you keep that because in reality, you just showed me that you penny pitching off of my card. You trying to take that shit back for my money and do whatever you gonna do. Like I just literally told you I lost my job. Why am I paying for your shit and you gonna go take it back to get money back for it? Do y'all know while I was taking that sensor apart, putting it back in, I dropped the little screw from the sensor. I dropped that shit in her engine because it stressed me out so bad. Do y'all know while I was sitting up here trying to find the screw, she talking about, oh, we gotta hurry up. I got an appointment at 10:30. I'm like, oh, for real? I was like, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:33. I'm sitting up here like, so you mean to tell me you had an appointment to go somewhere and get your car fixed, but you came over here to get a part took off for you to try to take it back somewhere, get my money back, your money back, and then go wherever you's gonna go, get your car fixed. I still ain't got no ride to work. Oh, well, if I get the car fixed, I'll give you a ride. I'm sitting up here like, this is why I lost my job the other time. Like, why is we doing this? So now I am literally sitting here stuck, don't know what the fuck is going on or what to do. So that's my dilemma right now, y'all. It's early in the morning, my stress level high. To the people that understand what I'm going through, I appreciate you for understanding, but I ain't in no good place right now. Mentally, I'm not. So, I don't know. That's my morning already.